Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this sixth edition of the Senelec workshop ICT for Train, now ICT for Railways. I am very happy to welcome all of you in this workshop, and I am happy to see that despite the difficult times, I see a lot of you here. Some people could not come physically here. They will present or attend the workshop through the web, but we will do our best, as in the past, to have a very interesting journey through the most innovative concepts in the railway sector. And I wish to thank all the people who made this possible. And first of all, our host organization, Totem Cluster, and I give the floor to Mr. Pascal Pin, who is Rail Vice President of Totem Cluster. Please, Pascal.
Thank you, Paolo. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear railway colleagues. I am very happy that ICT for Railways has chosen Toulouse for the sixth edition. Thank you very much. As the Vice President Railway of the cluster Totem Cluster for the safe and smart mobility in Occitanie. Perhaps if you can put the other slide. Thank you. Just a few words about Totem. Totem is a cluster. We bring together 128 players, companies, industrial companies, but also engineering companies for railways, automotive and maritime sectors, with a particularity is 65% of small and medium companies. It's very important because for the innovation is a real very key point. We participate, we are members of several national federations by sectors, PFA, CNPA, FIF, Railway Industry, French Industry Federation. And globally, we have several main goals: business, of course, but also innovation, skills and training, and at the end, attractivity for the railway activities. The main point is every company in Totem works from the beginning on the added value chain before sales, for example, for selecting companies for big players, but also for working about specification. And after, it's possible, of course, to develop with several companies equipment, devices, manufacturing, and after services, maintenance, and application and systems. The goal today is to discuss with you about innovation, about standardization and regulation. In France, the recovery plan and especially the PIA number 4 select several main points: ecologic transition and decarbonization, health protection and safety, new technology for performance and competitiveness, future rolling stock, light rail and new shared mobility, and robustness and adaptability, for example, with a digital solution. For this innovation, Totem the main targets for innovation for Totem is in compliance with the main national plan, with hydrogen battery and hybrid or electric traction, because we have an excellent center of Alstom who works on this subject in Tarbes, in this region, but also a lot of small subsidiary companies and so on. The second point is the history of the region, with the electronic for aerospace, for avionics, but also for aeronautic and railways, is electrical and electronic architectures, and of course at the end system and devices for electronic embedded system. And the third point, but not the least, the digital technology and data management, because actually for this solution it's necessary to manage data, to manage digital technology. Okay. Another point is very important, is the link between the operators and the region, because if we can find a solution for innovation, it's necessary to check, to verify, to test on demonstrator, experimentation, on real situation. And for this, it's necessary to work together with SNCF, for example, in France, with Alstom and so on, with the urban operator also, for find the best solution and the good performance at the end. Totem, what is action? In fact, we developed several solutions. We organized meetings, several events with big players, but it's very important to meet small and medium companies with big players. And in fact, at the end, of course, we participate the main events, exhibition, and so on for railway sectors. For example, ICT for railways today, but ETS in Toulouse in next May, CFAIR all the 2 days in Lille this year, and in 2 years also, high industry meeting in the north of the France, and the main exhibition for railways in September 2022 in Berlin, Innotrans, is the main exhibition for our sector. Just the last words. In fact, we are working with several big players, Alstom, SNCF, RATP, but also at the international in Morocco with ONCF, for example. And in fact, the volunteer and the action for international targets in Germany, in the north of Europe, in Italy, in Morocco, and so on. We organize several meetings and events with every company of Totem. Several big players do trust us. For example, a lot of companies, main companies, big players is made in the slide. It is very important to manage the link between small and big players, small companies and big players. It's a big goal for Totem. So, it's necessary to finish. Just welcome another times once again in Toulouse, in the big city, and good workshop together.
Thank you very much, Pascal.